finished, dañado. There's no aqua. What am I going to do now? You have to put some aqua. So he said, okay, no problem. Just bring me a frame. I had no idea how to get a frame. Well, you just get me a frame, I'll do the rest. I said, okay. So then I started thinking, okay, this guy is making me work. So I ended up getting a huge frame that couldn't fit in an SUV. And I ended up going to his house and telling him, here's your frame. And he did a great job. He did a beautiful artwork for me for that wall. That's the kind of person he was. It's just a frame. El otro cuento que les quiero hacer es cuando me mudé a un apartamento, vino Daniel y me dijo, déjame esa pared para que yo pueda hacer algo. Y yo le dije, con mucho gusto. Me lo pintó con acrílico amarillo y quedó preciosa la pared. Pero después le dije, Daniel, no tengo ninguna arte para poner ahí. Me dijo, bueno, yo te hago algo, tráeme nada más que el lienzo. Y entonces le dije, yo no tengo idea del lienzo, ni la complicación que me haces. Bueno, no sé, vos hablaste con el lienzo y yo te hago algo. Entonces finalmente llegué a la casa de él con un lienzo más grande que el techo de una SUV, vacío, y le dije, bueno, acá tenés el lienzo. Y me hizo gran trabajo. El gran orgullo de Daniel siempre ha sido sus dos hijas. Y terminaría por decir, chapeau a mi gran amigo, y que lo vamos a extrañar mucho. I will finish just saying chapeau to my friend, and I'll miss you.
We, besides my beautiful daughters, we know that Daniel loved art and art was his life. And what better than Daniel to speak about his art? So let's enjoy an interview here.
Yeah.
It took a while to show us start to paint. I say, oh my gosh, that is amazing. When I say paint, it's something like moving brain. I something happens to my brain. I had also the face like saw these cats. The face of my and after I feel like, wow, I like to do that. I took another show and I was doing things. And I was thinking to go over the paper, something like that. And I said, I will try and see if I can show something. Feelings, emotion. Sometimes I feel like I want to give you life. Your whole energy, feel like you are exploring inside of the light. Then you say, position, fighters,
Physically and metaphorically, Pontet leaves his impact on the art world, and he will continue to have a lasting impact on
Hola. Gracias.
Amen. So that is.
Namaste, shalom. Love you all, first of all. Your father was not just a painter, he was a legend, a live legend, and will always be in our hearts. And he will never be forgotten anywhere in the world. The family asked me to speak about a great person, a great father, husband, brother, amazing artist, my friend Daniel. They asked me to speak about our trip to India, and only India, otherwise I can be here for days with so many wonderful experiences and lessons I learned from this enlightened soul. Talk about a wonderful trip we took in 2020. Many memories I have of our trip, some more vivid than others, but all more wonderful. We were sitting on the banks of the Nanga River in the city of Varanasi, talking about many things. And this was brought up in our many conversations. Ms. Danielle was truly a spiritual being, and we love sharing our thoughts. We took a writing from the Torah and the Bible, and we condensed it and made something different to it, in a different format. And it's everything has its time. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to transition. We use the word transition. A time to plant and a time to pluck what is planted. A time to be defended, not another word. And a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to negate love. We changed our words to something else. A time of conflict, and most important now, a time of peace. This day is a time of love, a time to express who Daniel was. I can only as a friend in the US family can only say that I can only condense it in 2 words: kindness and love. That's who Daniel was and is. Today I got a text from India giving condolences to the family and to say how sad they were of this great loss and how honored they were to have met such a master. Also got text from London and other parts of the world, and it was love across the planet for who he was, a kind soul. When we traveled in India, we met many people in different provinces and different places. We went to the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, and many other areas, including Sarnath, where Buddha first spoke. This trip was a dream, but when I told him that the days he told me he might not be able to make it, he was hesitant because it coincided with the daughter's, Francesca's, birthday. I committed to him and said, listen, it's going to be a great trip, and they will send a video message from India to his daughter on her birthday. I don't know if she liked that or not, but we did it. It took a lot of persuasion to do it, because all the time it's just talking. Please remember, we gotta send the video to Francesca on her birthday. And I don't know if you were happy or not, but we did it. You know, most of the times it was just loving to everybody. The universe was great, and he put one and one together. And on our way to visit one of the many archaeological sites in India, we gathered a group of locals, really nice people. And Daniel told them that it was his daughter's birthday, and if they could help and sing along happy birthday to her, and they all say yes. It was great. This is the kind of father he was. He never forgot his daughters, no matter how far he is. Never. Always thinking of his daughters. India was a challenge to me, but Daniel was the right person to make this trip as memorable as it will always be. He took thousands of pictures and made hundreds of friends. He drew many of those memories confirmed in pictures today, and now it is in a finished book that he was going to publish. I think the name was going to be My Trip to India in Ink. I don't know, remember if that's the name or not. Yeah. So it's a beautiful book, and we hope that one day the family can publish that for the benefit of many across the world. We met new friends, and Daniel painted in Arangubat, a city close to Ayantanelora, with the drums and everything. It was just amazing. He did that. It's marvelous. We marvel at the ancient places and the spiritual energy that India has. He was in the heart of spirituality, and in the home of Buddha and Krishna. In Varanasi, we floated down the Ganges River at sunrise. And we're there at sunset at the Aarti, which is a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. We chanted the Maha Mantra throughout India, a sound vibration that expands the soul in this material world. In his honor, I would like to share this sound that if you have not heard it, it sounds like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Daniel will always be with us at sunrise and at sunsets, because I truly believe with his talent, he is now helping the Creator in painting the heavens as he did on earth. He will always be there for his daughters, his family, and his friends. Daniel will always be there at sunrise and sunset. Namaste. Shalom.
And if we could have Alicia.
I met Daniel 30 years ago, 18, 19 years ago. The first conversation we had, one of the first conversations we had when we started seeing each other on the phone, I remember, one of our first ones. We did the big no-no that anybody can do, and it was to tell each other that what we really wanted to do was have kids. You know, when you start dating somebody, that's not the first thing you say. But that's literally true. He was wanting to have kids. He was at an age, he was like 50, I was 34 and a half, and he was 33 and a half, he was 54 and a half, he's 11 years older than me. And I guess I'm super happy that we had that conversation and we started that way because we let it to, we really fought for each other and we let it to the universe to decide when was the time for us to become parents. And little we know that I was scared that it might take a long time for me to get pregnant, but it didn't, and I got right away. So by 3-4 months after we were dating, I was already pregnant with my beautiful Sophia. And that was a whole story. I mean, it was like the most beautiful times. He has been since then 100% dedicated to his daughters. Then he was the one that also encouraged me to have another kid when I thought that it wasn't such a good idea. And I always would be super, super thankful for that because Francesca is like such a precious treasure. And I know you said that that's his biggest masterpiece of whoever said, but hey, I have 50% of the credit. So that's the one that he didn't allow. Although I'm incredibly thank you, I think that I made no mistake of picking him as the father of my kids because he definitely has everything I don't, and he has helped me so much to bring these girls, you know, on the way, the right way. I mean, he could feel anything that I'm not good at, he can be good at, and I think in that way, that's everything we did was raising these two beautiful daughters. And that's obviously the biggest voice for me at this time, that I'm not sure of how I'm going to keep going without him. I know that they are already old enough and they don't want to help me, right? But we know that was his role, and it's going to be very difficult to be gone without him. And but it was not only us here that are very sad about Daniel's departure. He has family in Uruguay. He has his brother with his wife, his brother Gerardo, his wife Liliana, and his nephew Ezequiel. He also has a sister, Graciela, who lives with her whole family in Spain. Graciela has 4 kids. One is Maxi, Bruno, Fernando, Lucia. They has also they all have kids. Now he's also a great uncle. And her sister asked me, wrote something to be here present today. And I'm going to read what she wrote to share. Unfortunately, it is in Spanish. What we have done, we translated it, and we have a copy somewhere. There is a copy in English if somebody wants to read what her sister wrote to me. But it starts like this. Queridos amigos y familiares, hay mucho silencio y tristeza en la familia, cada uno absorto en sus pensamientos. Pero vamos a hacer un recordatorio con amor, con el que nos diste tantos años, como el que nos diste tantos años. El personaje artístico y el genio al que admiramos, uno de los plásticos modernos que deja su obra en el recuerdo imborrable de quienes te conocen. Has dejado en alto a tu país Uruguay y has dado tu amor y tu trabajo a Miami, que te acogió como uno más, con tu bagaje de sueños hace casi 30 años atrás. Pero hablemos del niño escolar que asombró ya tempranamente con su don de artista. Ese niño cándido y amoroso, respetuoso y amante de sus padres, hermanos y familia, siempre cercano y atento. Fotos, cartas, postales, visitas, si tenemos tanto que contar. Nosotros todos te adoramos. Sos un hombre sabio, pacífico y sobre todo humilde. Buen trabajador y buen estudiante de sonrisa amplia. Aquel niño que jugó al fútbol en el cuadro del barrio, no marcabas goles, pero defendías el arco atrás y nosotros te alentábamos, niño feliz. Que en primavera íbamos a remontar la cometa que con papel de diario y engrudo nuestro padre nos ayudó a armar. Valiente hermano, qué épocas difíciles. Salías adelante volviendo a empezar. Amigo confidente de horas eternas de charlas. ¿Quién de los que te conoce podrá olvidarte, dejar de admirarte o quererte? Nadie, nadie lo hará. Viviste como quisiste y diste lo mejor de ti, de tu buen humor. Has brillado con luz propia. Padre ejemplar, lo diste todo. Ya no te pedimos más. Solo te damos gracias, 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 mil gracias por haber sido parte de tu vida pródiga y de la felicidad que supiste darnos. Que Dios te guíe, tu hermano Gerardo de familia, tu sobrino Fernando, Maxi, Bruno y Lucil, y familias, tu prima Rosa y Adriana, y tu hermana del alma, Graciela.
We will be having a video to the tunes of Jeff and Jeff, what was the other? And Evan Klein. They will be leading us through this. And if you can all take a moment to be with each other, as well as experience the art from Daniel, everything from his impulse art to art all the way back when he was
Thank you, everybody, for coming. And I want to thank Alex. Your I found out it's popular every time we just here. And I was like, thank you so much. One thing I forgot to say is that for this, we decided to bring pieces of Daniel that is probably never saw because they had included all his careers, and some of them were done in Uruguay, some of them from here. Most of you know him when he started with Mozart, but before that he did some expressionism, some realism, and some symbolism. We have some pieces as well as his caricatures, but that's a lot what he did at that time. So I hope you enjoy the whole part of it that maybe some of you didn't know.